Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check. 5 wide. Alert, alert, alert.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Right there, 54, right there.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Hey, exit.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
25.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Check 315. Check 52. Come on.
Watch the run, watch the run.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
It's easy work. It's coming again.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Vaughn. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check. Lucky.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 31, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
I got you, son. Check 26. No.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 49. I don't even know why his team showed up. Check right.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Now 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. We're scoreless after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go,
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Mike 54.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Allen. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Go. Go.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Middle.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
You draw quarters.
Now Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He's got it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Allen's throw is complete. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, they'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got it. 56, 56. Check 24. Check 24.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
56. Check.
On first down, Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the curl. Mike 55.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Don't let him breathe. Play outside deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Hey.
Regular.
To throw, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete as well.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. This from 36 yards out. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
12. Four down. Hey, easy.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Edwards. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find the crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. And ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Right there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, one set.
And here's Allen to throw again. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming up.
Allen now on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Check 99.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big run that time by Bell. 41 yards. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Now Bell. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Hey, Zoo.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, tight.
To throw on 3rd down. Allen in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A 1st down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Again, it's Bell, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson. Open man is Trey Burton. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wilson on the keeper. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run with Bell on first down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Allen to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Allen, obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
So we got man. Alpha, 55. Hey, home. 55. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Under 10.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, he's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1.